What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the over the rainbow look. And I don't know if you guys remember, but when I first started using the P. Louise base, I told y'all it was like very messy. And so I was looking at the Instagram and I was like, how are they getting it so smooth? Because it wasn't applying like that for me. But I realized they were most likely mixing it. So I decided to mix it with my ColourPop concealer, and it had the perfect like base. So as you can see, it's a very smooth looking and it looks a lot more precise and not like messy and all over the place. So I just wanted to say, if you guys do purchase it, find your favorite concealer to mix it with. That way you can get like a smooth base. And I just set it with my Too Faced Born This Way powder. You guys don't have to set it, but if you're looking for a really thin type of formula that won't look so caked up, I would definitely recommend the Too Faced powder. So for this look, I'm going to be using the Morphe Brush Collection as well as the 25L palette. I'm going to start out with the purple shade, which is called Truth. Now when I started using this shade, it was very pigmented. I didn't have to overly do it, like, you know, when you first apply product, when you don't like tap it off like the excess powder, it looks like you put too much. But I was able to control the amount of product, and as you can see, it was just blending like really smoothly and really nice. I really do like the formula in this palette. It's 10 times better than the James Charles palette as well as the 35B. So that's just my opinion, but I really do like it. It's very smooth. Then I'm going to take the pink shade, which is called Sexuality, and I'm going to place that next to the purple. This one just reminded me of a pressed neon. So it's very pigmented, but I would do like the tapping motions and then kind of spread it out. And then I'm going to go in with Life, and I'm going to use that next. It did kind of like wash out when next to that pink, because it kind of looks similar in color even though it's not. But I do feel like it's a very pigmented red and I absolutely love it. And I was actually surprised that they put this red in there, even though, I mean, it's a rainbow palette, you need it. But a lot of people, oh, well, a lot of companies, they don't put reds in their palettes anymore, and I don't know why. And when I was doing my color series, that's when I noticed like I don't have that many red shadows or palettes that have red in them. It's always like a burnt orange looking color or orange red. But yeah, so the next shade is called Sunlight. It's like a very pigmented yellow, but it's very powdery. So I don't know if you can see that, but it had a lot of like dust flying with it, so it's very powdery, and I didn't want to overpack it because I just didn't want to keep losing the yellow and having to go back in with it. So the yellow wasn't hard to work with, but it's very powdery, so just make sure you guys are careful with using that shade. And I obviously thought like I was losing the color as I was going, so I kept packing it on. It just seemed like it was washed out. So as you guys can see, it'll kind of like seep into the skin kind of and wash out that color. But I knew I wasn't tripping. It was doing that. So I'm sorry. And then I'm just going to take the green that's in that palette. And that one was like borderline powdery as well. I feel like it kept washing away, and it kind of did remind me of the one, well, you guys can see it, but it kind of does remind me of the 35B palette, because the green in that palette does that as well. And then I used the blue from the 35B palette, which is very dusty as well. But yeah, I'm gonna just say dusty because all three of those colors was very dusty and powdery. But I still work with it. Here I'm just gonna be doing my cut crease with the same little formula that I used when I was prepping my lids. So it's still the excess that I had left. That's why it's like this color. So my favorite part is the glitter. I actually use a glitter glue, and then I start applying this holographic glitter on the lid. And I didn't want to take it too far down because I've noticed that my lashes, I be having to like use new lashes every time because I get glitter and color, like the pigment all over them. But this time I wanted to take the glitter up a bit, that way when I did apply my lashes I won't like mess them up, you know, with having to pull apart chunks of glitter. So yeah, I just thought to pull it up a bit, and then I just went back in with the pink and the purple pigment in the same palette, just to do like kind of like a little eyeliner. Kind of didn't look like I wanted it to look, but you got to trust the process. But it still ended up coming out cute. And then I used like the highlighter shade that's in that palette as well for the inner corner. And that's how I got this look. Super easy, super simple, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.